badge checker. That's what I am. It's my job from Memorial Day to Labor Day. I usually work 5 days a week, but I'd work every day if they'd let me. When I'm not working, I'm sitting right over there where I can see everything. Do I like it? Here in this town on the Jersey Shore, as in most beach towns, everyone needs a badge to get on the beach. And it's my job and the job of 25 other checkers to make sure they have one. Most people have one, show it, no problem. But there are always those who try to get on without a badge. How, you ask? The ways are endless. You wouldn't believe the stuff I have to deal with. The crap people pull as if I was a moron. Some of them say they didn't know they had to have one. Okay, maybe that's true, but it doesn't make any difference. I tell them, just go down 2 blocks in either direction and buy one there. You mean I have to walk 2 blocks and all the way back here? Well, you could do that, but you could always just go on the beach where you buy it. Why can't I buy one from you? Because I don't sell them. Well, you should. Look, if you want to go on the beach, you now know how to get a beach badge. Jeez! Then there's some of those who pretend they don't even hear me. Hey, I say, what do you think I'm sitting here for? My health? Or they pretend they don't understand English, and they keep walking down the stairs. In that case, I have to get up, put down my book, chase them down the stairs, and get them to stop. Look, I say, I have a job to do, and you are not making it any easier. Just go get the beach badge, then you can enjoy the beach all day long. Most of the time, they relent, or they go to the next checker and try the same thing on. Call the checker at the next station and warn them. Oh, then there are people who just pretend I'm not even there. I'm like, really? That's your strategy? You need a badge, it's a law! I know. Paying to get on the beach seems, I don't know, unnatural. I thought the same thing too until I found out where all the money goes. I said, see, Pam, it does make sense. The lifeguards have to get paid, don't they? Although, if they are living in this town, they're not doing it for the money. But still. Look, I said, look how clean the beach is. And I know for a fact they clean it every day. The tractor is here every morning going up and down until the beach is pristine. Just like one of them Japanese gardens where they rake the stones over and over and over. And when they are done, no garbage, no junk, and if you're there early enough, no human footprints. Just maybe a few of those tiny little footprints of the shorebirds. I'm telling you, it's magical. You can see the sun rising over the water, hear the shorebirds singing, the waves folding in on themselves and turning foamy white. Some days, I think I can see all the way to France or whatever country is out there. It's as if nothing bad could ever happen here. But I digress. The weekends are the worst. Everyone wants to be on the beach on a hot summer day. Some of them come from clear across the state. Some from other places like Pennsylvania or Ohio or New York. A lot of them have never been here before, and so they probably don't know the rules, so I have to explain them over and over and over again. I'm not complaining, but it does get tiresome. I told my boss there ought to be a sign explaining the rules. He said there is. What? Where? I haven't seen it. He told me where it was, and I said, well, if I haven't seen it, how do you expect the others to find it? He just shrugged. Clearly, he has never been a beach badge checker. Before I had this job, I never thought of myself as an authority of any kind except with numbers. In real life, I was a bookkeeper. Numbers, they don't lie or try to pull a fast one on you. They are straightforward, unequivocal, as long as they're honest to begin with. Not so with this job. Every day is different. And I wonder how many cons am I going to have to deal with today? To be honest, some days I do think the idea of paying for what it seems we all should be able to do for free, be on the beach, play in the sand, swim in the ocean. You know, years ago, you would not have wanted to swim in this water. You probably read about all the medical waste that was washing up on the beach. Medical waste. Can you believe it? Where the hell was it coming from? I told my friend Gail, it was probably from those cruise ships. They dump all kinds of trash in the sea. But I come to find out it was our bossy neighbor, New York, who is always looking down on us, who was putting their trash on barges and dumping it off our coast. Can you believe it? I hate them. No. Thankfully, that all came to an end, and now the water is beautifully clear. At least that's what people tell me. I don't go in myself. Huh? Why? Anyway, the paying issue. If you live here, you can get a season pass for around $120. That is good from Memorial Day to Labor Day. Before and after that, it's free, but there are no lifeguards, and they don't clean the beach every day. Anybody can buy a day pass. $12 for anyone 12 and over. A bargain, really. I mean, try taking a family to the movies for that. Good luck. Or throw in some popcorn and a soda. Forget about it. Astronomical. But get a load of this. Children under 12 are free, right? I'm looking at these kids, clearly well into puberty. One of them is sprouting a beard, and the other one is way beyond a training bra. Their mother says, they're 11, twins. They haven't seen 11 in years. I say to the kids, when's your birthday? They tell me. I look at the mother. Busted! Oh, I was about to tell you about this one day. It was one of those really hot August days. The sun was relentless. I almost called in sick, it was so hot. But I would never do that. No, I couldn't. So, this family of 5, or was it 6, come up to me. I could tell by the way they approached me that they had never been here before, or maybe any beach in this country. They were shocked at how much it was going to cost. No, really. Even though they didn't speak much English, I could tell they didn't expect to pay. The mother says to me in her native tongue with a little English thrown in that in her country, they never pay. So I was thinking to myself, well, how does that work? So I could sort of understand her because of the Spanish I took in high school. Only 1 year, but that's another story. So anyway, while we were talking, I could see that her little niños, that's Spanish for children, her little niños were getting sadder and sadder. I guess they could pick up on what we were talking about, and I couldn't help feeling bad. Oh, especially the 4-year-old. He was so adorable. I mean, the kids, right? All they wanted to do was go in the water, play on the sand. So I did something I never done before or since. I looked the other way. I just turned my head and waved them on. It was hard. Harder than you'd think. It felt really good. and really bad. I dreamt about it for weeks after. More, maybe. Happy dreams that would turn into horrible nightmares. Horrible. Oh, thankfully, that's faded away for the most part. Ooh, getting hot, isn't it? What paper did you say you were with? Oh, yeah. Earlier you asked me if I liked my job. I don't know, probably. It keeps me busy anyway. I mean, what else do I have to do? In the summer, anyway. The rest of the year, I teach preschool. Isn't it something? You can be having a good life, not being perfect, but not going out of your way to hurt anyone, just going along. And then, for no good reason, wham! You step off the curb, a bus slams into you, and that's it. Where is the sense in that? Am I right? I mean, am I wrong? When was the last time I was on the beach? Could you ask me a different question? I know. I know. You don't mean any harm. I heard the other checkers, they're not as strict as I am. Oh, I don't mean they don't follow the rules. It's just that they don't handle the problems themselves. They call the boss and he comes down and handles whatever it is. I don't like to bother him. To tell you the truth, I don't like to look at him. I avoid him, and have, ever since that day. I can't wait till he retires, but I'm afraid that's not going to happen anytime soon. You know, now that I'm talking about it, I'm thinking that maybe he avoids me too. Huh. I never had that thought before. I wonder why that is. That he avoids me, I mean. I wonder what he feels when he looks at me. Pity, probably. No. More likely disgust. Yeah, that's it. Disgust. My husband wore the same look on his face just before he left. What kind of mother would let her 4-year-old? But it wasn't like that, it wasn't. I always watched him, always looked out for him, especially on the beach. I really did. But how could that be true, considering what happened? That is the question that haunts me. Maybe you're thinking I shouldn't work here if it's a big reminder to me all the time. Maybe I shouldn't. But it wouldn't stop me from thinking about it, reliving it day after day. No. I would rather be here. I feel closer to him. No. I couldn't just walk off and leave him. I am not that kind of mother. I'm not. Well, almost time to pack it in. Hey, thanks for letting me spout off. Probably more than you ever wanted to know about the life of a beach badge checker. Really? You think so? That is nice of you to say. I wish I could, but I'm afraid it's not possible for me. No. It wouldn't be right. And I have to live with myself for what happened, for what I did. Forgiving myself? No. I couldn't live with myself. But thank you, really. Have a nice day.